just want to say from the beginning, can you please leave a comment at the end of this video? Numerous stories have emerged from Our King, a new book about King Charles, one being that he was left frustrated about his golf tour being overshadowed by your announcement confirming the relationship, then immediate demand to be left alone. Look, we were entering into what would turn out to be the greatest journey either of us have ever taken, when we finally announced our relationship. Isn't that right, Meghan? Well, maybe not the greatest, but definitely top 10. And Pa was worried about his golf tour being overshadowed. And you'd think he'd be happy about his trip being overshadowed by such, joyous news. You'd think. But he was only thinking about himself, typical dad. And he doesn't even like golf. No, Harry, he was on tour of the Gulf, the Gulf region. But the question really is, why did you think it was appropriate to release your announcement to the tabloids whilst your father was away on important official royal duties? Why not just wait until he returns? We don't do things all calculated like that, so racist. We go on our feelings, Cobalt. And we felt like it was right for us to release, unleash that message of love to the world. A bright new dawn had arrived, It was a pivotal moment in history, a celebration of the collected consciousness of those with love in their hearts and belief in their souls. I believe they were dancing on the streets of Cape Town, much like they did when Mandela was released. Well, actually, that lie has already been debunked. By who? Have you heard about this, Meghan? Yeah. They found out I was playing a little bit loose with the truth on that particular story. Well, so it didn't happen? No. Well, it's my truth. Also, something doesn't quite add up here, which is hardly a rarity when concerning you two airheads. But Harry, if it was a passionate message of love bursting forth onto the world, a pivotal moment in history, as you say, Meghan, why did you immediately demand to be left alone? Well, it makes you feel more important, doesn't it? I didn't want it taken over my life, I mean, I enjoyed being in the papers, I enjoyed being in high demand for interviews. And I loved, absolutely loved the speculation in the press about when Harry was going to pop the question. Which I did in a cottage, in the end, whilst we were cooking a vegan chicken. Yeah, but I really didn't want people prying into my personal life, right? Like, into my past. A murky affair. Indeed. Sometimes you want privacy, right? So, we preempted, potential issues to do with, intrusion, and we try to put a stop to them straight away. Yes, well, that worked out well. But do you not appreciate how infuriating it might be to some people to watch you swan around in a perpetual gloat about your undeserved rise in notoriety, whilst simultaneously demanding privacy like some fame-exhausted starlet who can't eat a meal in peace? Just like when you sat in a virtually empty royal box at Wimbledon watching the tennis with two of your friends, dressed like a trio of ladies on a jolly in Margate, and then demanded people stop taking pictures of you as you sat there stony-faced and pouty like some kind of delusional dinner lady dreaming of fame. I mean, no one had even heard of you 5 minutes prior. But I'd already been in Suits. She'd been flashing a bit of leg on Deal or No Deal for years, the old coin slot on full display. And besides, she was well known in the private yacht scene since the late 90s. Just 1 second, you two. That was the video. And if you could now please press the like thumb, the notification bell, the subscription button, and leave a comment in the comment section below, that would be mightily welcomed. Thanks. Now please continue with the drivel you were spouting.